Lesson 2, Adding Content. In this lesson, you will integrate tasks with Microsoft Outlook, import files, and import unfiled notes. Now that you have started your student notebook, let's add some content to your pages. Select the New Section tab that you made in Lesson 1. If you didn't already give it a name, type Adding Content in the dotted box. If you already gave it a name, you can change the name or leave it there. Let's clear the lined paper by clicking the icon that looks like a piece of lined paper. I had already done that, but I'm going to show you where that icon is. Your page may have looked like this with all of the notebook lines on the paper. If you don't want the lines, you can simply click this button and it will clear. If you don't see this icon on your taskbar, if you click the drop-down arrow next to it, you'll see a list of other tasks that you can add to your taskbar or that you can use. I've already used this icon, so it now shows up in my taskbar. Click a spot towards the top of the page and type Lesson 2. Press the Enter key 2 times and then type the following. You will notice that the text automatically wrapped to the next line and that there was a box surrounding the text you just typed. You can click and drag this box to a different location on the page. You can also click and drag to change the size of the box. When you click outside of the box, you'll notice that that outline of the box disappears. But if you need to see it again, you can simply hover over it or click into it again. You have the same formatting options in OneNote as you would in any other word processing program. Click and drag to select the words Lesson 2 to highlight. Then you can use the tools on your formatting toolbar, such as B for bold, or change the color, or highlight it, or change the font size. I'm going to bold, underline, change the color. Let's highlight it yellow. You can also change the font size and font style. In OneNote, a tab automatically creates a table. Try typing the word class, then press the Tab key and type day. Then press the Enter key. Let's type in a class like math and hit the Tab key, Monday. Enter. Type another class, science, Tuesday. You can paste pictures into your notes, including clip art and digital photos. It's easy to create lists, bullet lists, and numbered lists. You can also make simple diagrams with the drawing toolbar available in the View menu. You can use tags to easily find important items buried in your notes. To see all tags from all notebooks, you can click View, All Tagged Notes. View, All Tagged Notes. And it will show you all of the tags that you have currently used. You can easily insert tags anytime by clicking on the line you wish to add the tag to, and use the menu at the top. Use these for to-do lists, mark things that are important. If you have questions, contact information, address, phone, ideas, passwords, things that are important. You can even mark things as Project A and B. All sorts that you can use. You can even customize your own tags. Integrating tasks with Microsoft Outlook. In OneNote, you can mark items for follow-ups from meetings or brainstorming notes. You can use the Task Toolbar button and drop-down, or you can insert Outlook task. Insert Outlook task. You can select the task for today, tomorrow, a custom date, as well as marking your items complete or deleting them from Outlook. These changes will synchronize with Outlook. When you go into Outlook, you will notice these items in your Outlook taskbar as well. You can also create linked notes for Outlook meetings and contacts. In Outlook, select a meeting or contact Outlook that you want to take notes about. Click the OneNote button with a chain link to create the linked notes. Later, click the button again to open and create notes in OneNote. You can also send email messages to OneNote. When you install OneNote, it also works with Outlook and will put an icon in your taskbar. By default, messages will go to Unfiled Notes section, which is this icon down here. This is an example of an email that I sent from Outlook directly to OneNote. Notice that it titles this as the name of the email and the date, as well as all of the message information, the to and from and CCs, and the content. With one click, this came straight to my OneNote. Once I've sent that email to OneNote as an unfiled note, I can move that anywhere I need to within my notebooks. If I come to the tab and right-click, Move Page To, I can choose exactly where I want to send this. You can even send a OneNote page as an email message directly from OneNote. Recipients don't need to have OneNote to view the notes because the notes are placed into the body of the message in HTML format or added as an HTML attachment. To send a message or a page from OneNote, in the toolbar, choose the email icon. This feature works best with Outlook 2007, but it will also work with most other Windows-based email programs if they properly support the MAPI interface. You can also save the pages in OneNote as a PDF or XPS file. You can save your notes in these formats for distributing to people who do not have OneNote, or just make them available in this format for other people to view. OneNote is great for gathering all of your thoughts before you're ready to put them into a final formal document. In addition to creating PDFs, you can also send pages from OneNote to Microsoft Word by clicking File, Send to, Microsoft Office Word. You will see here that you can also mail as a recipient, mail recipient as attachment, or mail recipient as PDF attachment. Importing files. Import files and screen clippings can be done easily with OneNote. When you want to insert a screen clipping into the current page instead of the unfiled notes section, switch to the OneNote window, put the cursor where you want the clipping, and then click Insert Screen Clipping or the clip button on the toolbar. If it doesn't show on your toolbar, you can click the drop-down arrow and choose it from here. This is the clip button, Insert Clip. Since I already have that on my toolbar, I'm just going to click it from here. It will then gray out the screen so that you can choose the section you wish to clip. For this example, I'm going to choose the OneNote icon. Notice as I click and drag, that part becomes clear and is now automatically pasted into my OneNote page. Notice that underneath the screen clipping, there is a note that shows that a screen clipping was taken with a date and timestamp that goes with that. You can store documents and other files directly on a OneNote page, which comes in handy if you're trying to keep project files and project notes all in one place. Simply drag and drop any file from Windows Explorer onto a page in OneNote, or insert them by using Insert Files on the OneNote menu. So you can either use Insert Files and choose your files, or simply drag and drop them. I can drag and drop an image. I can drag and drop a file, which it will ask me how I want to insert this file. I can either insert a link to the original file, insert the file as a printout so I can add notes, or insert a copy of the file onto the page. OneNote is a useful tool for gathering information from the web and from other resources and keeping it all in one place. If you're using Internet Explorer, when you installed OneNote, it also added an icon to your toolbar in Internet Explorer. This allows you to select areas of a website, click the Send to OneNote icon, and this automatically is sent to OneNote as an unfiled note. That's the icon here at the bottom that I showed you earlier. This is the information from that web page. I just needed a part of it, so I had that sent automatically. Notice it also puts a nice little link under here that shows where it was inserted from and includes the website as well, so you can easily go back to that website if you need to get more information. Once I've located that unfiled note, I can simply right-click it, move page to. If it doesn't show up here, you can click another section and choose the section you wish to send it to. All of your OneNotes and notebooks will show up here within this list. I'm going to send this to the section we've already been working on. You can either copy it, in case you want to keep a copy in your unfiled notes, or move it. Now if we go back to the school example in the new section tab, you'll notice that OneNote tab was added as a page, and this is what we had just taken from Internet Explorer. If you don't want just part of the page, but the entire page, if you don't have anything highlighted and click the Send to OneNote button, it will put the entire page into an unfiled note. So you can send entire web pages or just parts of it. But anything you send to OneNote automatically has an inserted from link with a hyperlink to where that came from. This concludes Lesson 2. Please continue to Lesson 3.